Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Jump and today we'll be talking about a term that you might have heard used quite often in competitive circles, and that's the term meta hero. So what does it mean and in what context can and should it be used? Well, the first situation I want to expand is when a hero comes to be the most single important hero of choice at the pro level. If we think of the pro scene for a moment, they often use the most efficient, most streamlined heroes and comps possible. That's because they play to win at all costs. So they tend to all drift towards a character that can have the most value and utility and build around that. So for example, on release the pros were all running Widow as their primary DPS. The best players could dominate a game with her and she informed the rest of the picks. A Rhine to shield her, a Mercy to pocket her and so on. At this time she was definitely number one, but there were others too. In the same meta, McCree was frankly grossly overpowered and was used as consistently as Widow. He just did too much not to be picked. So in this sense they were meta heroes. Widow and McCree defined that era. You could make a case for Mercy always being a meta hero too, although in the most recent patch and the death of the Death Ball, she has fallen in use at the pro level. Her meta hero defining value, her clutch full team res, is now much harder to do and a less common sight. A meta hero might not always stay a meta hero. For example, after Widow and McCree got nerfed, Pharah became their successor. She came to define that era, and conversely, because of her status, Soldier 76 entered the meta hero ranks as well. So what about now? Well, at the top level there's two heroes that you could make a case for, and they are Genji and D.Va. Many factors come into play here. The switch to single pick, D.Va's huge buff, etc, etc, and out of the two I would say that D.Va defines this era more. Genji can take advantage of the space she creates, and she has made defense incredibly hard. I have a strong suspicion that she will catch a balance adjustment at some point, but that's just my opinion. Genji is a meta hero currently because his role is so much more viable now. In the previous tank slash Pharah meta, he had lost a lot of his relevance. D.Va changed all that, and now the best players are capable of incredible things with him. This brings me to the second thing I'd like to unpack. There will always be a hero that sees the most use. A hero that pro teams build around. It's unavoidable. The sheer amount of heroes and abilities is an intertwined contextual nightmare, from a balance point of view at least. So if that's the case, should the developers accept this and weight the meta towards skill over everything else? Should the meta hero be a character that requires top tier skill to utilize? Say what you like about Widow being overpowered at release, but that only really mattered if the person using her was a god. And I kind of feel that's the way it should be. Characters like Genji, like Widow, should be at the top of the pyramid, because actually very few people have the skill to get enough value out of them to make it count. This is why I look to the pro scene. They are the best players, trying to find the most powerful setups they can, and the level of play is actually quite breathtaking at times. So there you go. That's what a meta hero is or can mean when people use the term depending on the context. Just a quick note, the best supports in the game are in my opinion just as much meta heroes as a DPS. It's just that they grab less attention. Lucio's speed boost breaks defenses, that's all I'll say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a rating. We upload daily content here on your Overwatch, so if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And if you want us to talk about anything in particular in the future, please leave a comment below. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.